All right, all right. Do we have some noise coming through now? Not connected! We're not connected, guys! Alrighty, there we go. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just gonna listen in and hear how loud I am compared to the sound of the game. I always feel like my personal headphones always come in so loud. How are we doing today now that we are connected and you can hear me? Okay, sounds to me like the music is a little quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up a bit. Oh, that would be why it's so quiet. Okay, let's give that a try. When I was talking to somebody and it turned out nobody could hear me, I was explaining I recently got a new laptop. So I am kind of setting up or having to double check a lot of my settings on things. So there's gonna be a few hiccups at the beginning here. Alright, let's give that a listen. Hello, hello. How are we sounding? That sounds okay to me. Let me know if you guys want me to adjust the audio at all. The Goner Maker sequence is literally an encapsulation of everything that happens with the secret bosses. I would love you. Oh, you did go on about that. We are given an object, we put our hopes and dreams into it, a perfect form, and yet the object is cast aside, completely losing all potential. So, sorry. I have the script for a video. And by script, I mean I recorded the audio and I edited it down. I just need to do everything else that goes into it. And you just brought up a point that makes me think that I totally got my video wrong now. Hello, hello, Kajitan Shadow Sky? I'm glad you recently replayed. I'm excited for my replay. Same could be said to have happened with all the secret bosses / shadow crystal holders. They never got to fulfill their purpose. Yes, absolutely. I would definitely agree with that. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of speed through this. I do have some things that I had said before that I'm probably just gonna reiterate, but I want to do it on a nicer screen than this. Alright, select the head that you prefer. I recently got a haircut. I feel like this one matches me most. I'm gonna base this one off of me. The legs are the most important part. I think we can all agree that the legs really are something that the game has taken into account and will affect how your chapter 7 plays out. Select the torso you prefer. I always like the nice big sweater. Big sweater. Go bald? Sorry. I'm not going bald today. I did a replay for the Game Maker update test, but plan to replay like the day before release time. With continuing to next chapter soon after. That's what I was originally gonna do. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'll stream like the 3rd or the 4th of June or something. And then I remembered that I'm really bad at streaming, and so I might as well get a jump on it now and start streaming now, and then if we're lucky, I will have done it by the time chapters 3 and 4 come out. Imagine the vessel comes out limping because you picked the wrong legs. Oh, that'd be kind of creepy. I like that, though. I am one who kind of leaves the herd behind. I'm a unique thinker. I'm gonna do the one with the different leg. This is your body. Do you accept it? Yeah, pretty happy with it. You have created a wonderful form. Now, let us shape its mind as your own. What is its favorite food? Sweet, soft, sour, salty, pain, or cold? I like sour. There were these like sour, chewy sweet tarts that used to exist, and I swear would take a layer of like flesh off of your tongue when you ate them. I miss those things so much. Imagine this is what you see before you are born, but you don't remember. Could be. But wouldn't everyone go for the only different one, thus making picking a random... Don't call me out like this! You don't know that! You don't know that I'm not just following the herd because the herd wants to be different, but in everybody trying to be different, we all just go the same way. Anyway, we're going with sour. The vessel paradox indeed. Favorite blood type? I think I'm gonna go for good AB. I don't know what the blood types mean personality-wise. I know it's like a Japanese, maybe just general Asian thing that a blood type tells you something about someone, but I don't know what they mean. Oh, I'm a big the vessel will come back believer. I have a few different theories, along as well as my sister, of how that could look, but I definitely think in one form or another, the vessel will come back. What color does it like most? See, what it should be is red, blue, green, yellow, not just because those are the main colors, but because those were, you know, the 4 Pokemon games. And then I could pick yellow after my favorite girl, Yellow. Hope you're having a good day. I've been extremely depressed, but your voice cheers me up. Oh, I'm so sorry you're really going through it. I'm glad my voice can cheer you up a little bit, though. They are very obsessed with blood types like it's zodiacs. I have a friend who's very into zodiacs. I think they're fun. I don't put much warrant into them, but as long as nobody's being too annoying about it, I'm like, what does it hurt? Because we don't have yellow, I'm just gonna go with cyan. Please give it a gift. Kindness, mind, ambition, bravery, and voice. I feel like everybody always goes voice, because that's something you wish you could give Chris throughout the game. So I'm gonna go with bravery, I think. Link-coded, sorta. Very cheerful voice, thank you. Homestuck. What is hamsteak? I don't... Homestuck. Voice is a really interesting choice in a game with no options. And I think that's why people gravitate towards it so much. My sister brought up the idea that a goner who was given the power of voice can only repeat lines that show up in the game. And I really like that. Yes, I have read Homestuck. I have not read... I read like half of the epilogues before I decided it wasn't for me. I have not read any of Beyond Canon. How do you feel about your creation? I feel hope for it. Again, I think that's kind of a normal one to go through, but I'm hopeful. I hope that it will be good, that creating it will have done some good. I'm Bard of Rage, last checked, since you mentioned Homestuck, IDK. Oh, what was I? I used to know what I was. I think I was, when I was younger, like a Thief of Rage. Like, I took that one test that was really popular on Tumblr, and I was a Thief of Rage. And then I took it again. Oh, and I think I was a Mage of Heart when I was a little older. I haven't taken it in a long time, though. I don't think the vessel choices, apart from the visuals, will matter that much. I think it will matter only in the fact that there will be, like, a vessel fight. Yes, I did answer, honestly. You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizure. I made many bad choices in my first file, and I don't want to replay it until so I can see whatever content I miss as a result. For example, King refuses to talk to me because I left Mouse behind. Oh. Disgust! I do not feel disgust for him. I always found it interesting that the only characters that use actual voice lines are Jubble and Spamton in his song. It's very interesting. So far, only villains really in Toby's games in general have had voice lines, I guess. Thief of Space! That's a good one. Ralsei is the vessel. Interesting choice. 1 second. I need to shift around my setup, so you might hear some weird sounds. I could voice Noelle? That's the best compliment I think I've ever gotten. Let's see. Not to brag, but I think I have the best gaming setup. I am on a coffee table, on a saxophone case, on a headphone case right now, so pretty good. Gaster speaks Deltarune, and it's in the same voice. Oh, I forgot about that. That's gonna happen in a second. Or did it already happen? I don't think it's happened yet. Which I guess you could say it's also villain talking. Understood. Name your vessel. Alright, what should we name them? Toby Fox is calling. He needs you to voice Noah. Well, if Mr. Fox himself is calling, I guess I have to. Pluie. I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. I'm not a Pluie enjoyer. Knight? Knight's pretty good. Bunch of sad faces. Oh, in response to Pluie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just not... This is my creation. I want to vibe with the name. I feel like the only characters with meta-knowledge get a voice. Interesting. Will we hear a voice for Ralsei then? What's the name? I go on VR chat and I've been told I could voice Ralsei but not Asriel. Name the knight, yeah. That one Final Fantasy dude you liked? Oh. I like a lot of Final Fantasy dudes. Reeve! We can name him Reeve! Or Kate! What if we name them Kate? How many letters are you allowed? Kate? Sith. Yeah! Vate? Why Vite? Vate? Smith John. Ooh, unique one. Oh, Vite! Shorthand for Vessel Knight. That was pretty good. I think I am gonna go with Kate, though. Do I want to go with... Now I'm doubting myself. This isn't that big of a deal. I know this isn't that big of a deal. Why am I focusing so much on this? Call them Gaster. Do you want my game to explode on me? Does it only do that for creator name or for both? I feel like it's for both. You know what? I'm going Kate Sith, and it doesn't matter because it probably won't show up again. Yay! We called it Ketchi, if we want to be technical about the pronunciation. And what about the creator? Do we want to go with Brownie Fox? Usually when I'm on my own files, I go with Star. Or Akarui. That was one that I did when I was young. Sometimes Fyria. How many characters am I allowed? That's so long, though. Vessel is restart, creator is crash. Bun Bun. Aww. Tifa would have been good. B-Fox for short. What about Jackie, short for Jackalope? Bro Fox. Bro! I think I'm gonna go with Jackie. I'm vibing with that. I've gotten really into jackalopes ever since my sister gave me this Sona. Jackie. Excellent. Truly excellent. Jackie. Thank you. No problem. For your time. Your answers. Your wonderful creation will now be discarded. No one can choose who they are in this world. Your name is Jackie Chan. Chris. Yes, jackalopes are rabbits with antlers. And is it Wapple Ticker? Is a rabbit with antlers and wings. Oh, also, fair warning. I am not a voice actor. I will try to do voices because I think it's fun. But get ready to hear like, huh? Was that the same voice, just slightly higher? Yeah, it was. My furry is also a rabbit. He's orangey brown with glasses and cream spots. A heart-shaped spot on his chest. Oh, that sounds cute. What is it gonna use those antlers for? Goring its enemies to death. I don't know, attracting mates. What do deers use antlers for? Jackie is the demon that comes when you call their name. Watch out. Chris, if you do not wake up, we will be late for school. I will wait outside for you, all right? Aw, we look like a depressed teenager. Alright. I think... Did I mention this when you guys could hear me? If I speed through chapter 1, I can usually get through it in about an hour and a half. I'm not speeding through this. The point is to take my time, refamiliarize myself, review some of these things in general. So we might be here for a minute. Is that not how you get out of your bed? You don't just kind of stroll out of it? All right. Clothes drawer. Your bed. It's a red wagon with a rusty bird cage in it. Looks like it's seen quite a few crashes. It's stained. Do we think it's just a stain or do we think it's a blood stain? Obviously it's kind of reddish, so I think most people think blood stain, but also just in general, it's an orange carpet. The stain's gonna be kind of a dark reddish. It's a computer desk. There are many boxes under it filled with old books. Jackie has devious plans for the rest of the world. Nobody trusts Jackie. Interact with everything playthrough, yeah. What are the darkness ball creatures in chapter 4 teaser? That's the good question. Red sauce, it's spaghetti. Chris was eating spaghetti in bed and it fell. It happens to the best of us. I don't know. I really don't know what they could be. They fascinate me, though. Hey, Brownie, do you have a strong opinion on what kind of connection Chris and Kara have, since they both look similar and love chocolate and have red eyes? That's such a good question. My general thought is that Chris is just kind of like the Kara of this world. If Kara had a name, maybe it would be Chris. I don't think it really goes. Kara is Chris post-scratch. Could be. That's also not like a bad way of kind of describing how I feel like Deltarune and Undertale can be connected, as this sort of just reconfiguring of things that you are familiar with. Churches are always dusty. I think the dust balls are just dust balls come to life. I think it could be. The only reason why I don't think so is that in Deltarune, we already have 2 instances of dust. We have the dust bunnies that attack you, and we have the piles of dust, or presumably the piles of dust. I think some people also think it's chalk. In the Closet Dark World, the drawer is mostly empty, except for a school cross-country shirt with a tear in it. There are CDs under the bed. Classical, jazz, religious ska. There's also a game console. It has 1 normal controller and 1 knockoff controller. One of the things that I really love about this detail is how it's such a simple one, but one that so many people who like play the game seem to immediately latch onto and understand as a relationship between siblings and how it tells you a lot about them. DeltaJune? It's like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Yes, that's another good way of explaining it. It's a beautiful day outside. Alrighty. A cactus. There's not much to say about it. There are crayons in the drawer. Their labels have long faded and there's no green. Alright, tell me in chat, who thinks that Ralsei is the green crayon? It's only you. It's such a sad way to think of it yourself, of like, it's only you. But it's also such a teenage way to think of yourself. Asriel actually played with the knockoff one and gave Chris the good controller. Yes, we haven't gotten into that detail yet. But again, the way that you first read it and you immediately understand, oh, typically the older sibling would play with the better one. The younger sibling would be stuck with the knockoff. And then finding out that it's Asriel who played with the knockoff and Chris who played with the normal on-brand one tells you a lot about their relationship. That at first, when you first see like the 2 sides of the room juxtaposed to each other, you kind of think their relationship is a little more negative almost. Maybe not negative, but like is different than it seems to be with that detail. Asriel has was a very nice and loving big bro. Yeah. The door is locked. When do I get to go into my mom's room? Asriel is the goat. I'm kind of more like a goat lion IMO. Big believer in the dreamers are more like goat lion crossover. I just realized that the Chris hairstyle right now, I have the Chris hairstyle right now. I just need to get a haircut. Oof. I currently have shorter hair than I've had in a few years now. I'm not sure if I like it, but people keep saying it looks good, so at least I look okay and don't look like a mess. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Hug the goat. I want to read Asgore and Toriel's divorce papers. I don't know if divorce papers have anything interesting on them, but I've never gotten divorced either. What do you think about the Chris being a zombie theory, considering goners are supposedly undead? It makes me think. I I would think that Chris is not a zombie. I can kind of see where people get that from, but Chris is like inherently not dead. Or, in my opinion, is not a goner. We create a goner at the beginning, but the goner does not become Chris. At least as far as I have seen, we have not seen proof that Chris is a goner or in any way or anything like that. Got a job just to buy Deltarune? Good for you. In the two dark worlds so far, you end in a room you've never been in. So maybe Toriel's room is where you come out of the TV world. That's a good point. I actually like that. The real question is, like, obviously, how much of the dark world, like, consumes the house? On the shower ledge, there's a small container of apple-scented shampoo and a gallon-sized container of pet shampoo. Like, in the dark worlds that we've seen, they've only taken over, like, a single room. So why would it take up enough of our house that we would go over to Toriel's room? But also, maybe Chris is really strong and made a really big one or something. Divorce lovers over here. Okay, I see how it is. The divorce papers are all say, everybody go home, we finally have an answer. Does Chris have a motive for being the knight? I think you can say that there are certain motives that Chris could have. A general escape kind of thing is what people usually gravitate towards, of wanting to escape reality, a world where you can have friends. I could also see it if Chris is actually also looking for, what's her name? Des? But I think that's kind of a little more shaky. Chris's dead or goner theory is cool, but they seem plenty alive when they remove the soul, so yeah. The fuck you mean, bro? What do I mean? Oh, by the way, if there are any kids in the chat, when I stream, I swear easily, unlike my videos, so be ready in case that happens, I guess. I wonder if we're gonna see something similar to the Great Door in Chapter 3, because the door to Toriel's room is closed. Oh, that could be interesting. We see it went to upstairs in the green room. Why do we see that? What about the green room says that it went upstairs? Sorry. 1 second. You looked inside the sink cupboard. There's a can of Icy's Cool Boys body spray. Spray for the boys! Flamin' hot pizza flavor. It seems to be almost entirely full. Considering it's pet shampoo and not monster shampoo, I assume humans are still the dominant species. That is definitely one of those details that you have to wonder, is it pet shampoo because it's funnier if it's pet shampoo, or is it pet shampoo as a world-building element? And I'm really undecided on that. I know this opinion is kind of unpopular, but I honestly think the knight will be a completely original character. I really am not sure. The only thing is that I feel like they would need to introduce that original character pretty soon, or it feels like they kind of come out of left field. The light world is like the surface of a balloon, and the inside of the balloon is darkness. That's why when you stab the ground, you cut the balloon, and darkness seeps out, gas and dust are inside of it. Okay, I can see that. That's sort of how I've always thought of the Dark Worlds, or how I have, within the last year, started thinking of the Dark Worlds. I think the Dark Worlds just keep spreading until they hit a door, because Chris seems pretty sure the Dark World won't escape outside if they leave the door open. Oh, so like reach a doorway, not necessarily a closed door? I think Chris moves like that just because they're weird. Noelle reminds us of this constantly, lol. Yeah, fair enough. We're not drinking toilet water, we're just standing in front of it. Couch parallels Chris. Oh, yeah, it does. A lot of people think the couches in the green room are synonymous with Chris and Asriel. But you never felt like that. Okay. Yeah, I can see how people can come to that. I don't know if I'm sold on it, though. Please let the knight be papyrus. It would be hilarious. I think there's a decent enough chance of the knight being papyrus. I can also see, like, there are multiple knights theory. I actually like that one a lot. I mean, there are so many monster species that I think it would be impractical to make shampoo for everyone's tutorial. Yeah, fair enough. Not to mention, I don't think most monsters get as big as Toriel, being a boss monster and all. Why can he say it? Say what? Well, the pet shampoo thing, it may just be that there are lots of monsters just use human shampoo. Yeah. Is darkness in Undertale anywhere? I don't know. Anyway, let's flush this thing. Yes. You flush the toilet. All right. Who wants to go for another flush? Hell yeah. Chris, is everything all right in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm normal. It's a normal morning. I just had a coffee this morning, okay? Sometimes you just gotta camp out in the bathroom for a while, okay? We've all been there. The knight is a random person for each playthrough. I don't know if I would vibe with that. Maybe Sans Room Zimmer? I have the feeling it'd be more versatile and make sense if the knight was an identity multiple people took. Yeah, I would agree, actually. I think, was it Cammy Boy who did a video on that? And I really liked his video. Their video? The dark totems at the core. Yeah. There are many things in the core called darkness totems, and they were probably made by Gaster. I think we ran into the toilet in chapter 3, and it is extremely annoyed with us if we flush it too many. That would be great. I hope so. Chris, what are you doing? You did not put a bath bomb in the toilet again, did you? No. I did the 5 million Orbeez thing. There's a photo on the fridge. It's of you, your mother, and your brother. Asgore's not on the fridge. I'm sorry. I love Asgore. There's some white fur stuck to the drain. There's some cinnamony batter caked on the stovetop. Cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters and gingerbread humans. It's a trash can. Somehow, it's emitting a pleasant floral scent. All right. Here's my guess for chapter 3. We're gonna get a stereotypical female version of Trashy the Trash Can from chapter 2, who's like covered in flowers and stuff. It's a landline phone, but you already have a cell phone. Man, the Orbeez dude constantly having his life destroyed after that stunt will never not be fun. It's kind of funny. I feel bad for somebody's life being ruined, but also it's a little funny. I shan't lie. Chris ruins the sewer system in chapter 5. Chris ruins the sewer system daily. Wow, half an hour in and you're still in the bathroom? I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted by the chat. Should I just read the chat less? Hey there, just got here. What have I missed? Literally nothing. We have not left the house on the first chapter yet. It's the TV. It doesn't seem to even be plugged in anymore. But I also figure, like, if I'm streaming, isn't part of the point of streaming reading the chat? I don't know. Tell me if I'm reading it too much, I guess. It's Chariel, the beloved living room chair. There's that one person who did a really cute Chariel design as a darkener. And kind of like a Rouse mom? Oh, I can't think of what their name is, though. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I remember now. Ring! The phone is ringing, but you can't get it. You're already on the phone, after all. It's funny that we are discussing theory more than playing. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do with it when the theory channel streams? Yeah, I'm here for the theory discussion. Okay, good. In my book, more audience interaction, the better. Okay, great. Chris, there you are. We might still be able to make it. Epic music. Chris, it's a beautiful day today, is it not? I hope it stays this way when Asriel visits next week. But I wonder, after the excitement of university, will he still enjoy coming home to this little town? My brother wanted to watch something else when I was watching the Theory Basics, so he opened up the PC and saw an image of you with a sassy, disappointed look. Yeah, don't you dare interrupt my Theory Basics, okay? I put a lot of work into those. Anyone can play through Deltarune, but playing through Deltarune with intense theory discussion is prime content. Now we're talking. See, you watch streamers, in my mind, for two things. Either you want to get, like, the reaction of somebody who has never played before, which I very much have played before, or you're here for them to dig into things. So I'm here to dig into things. Favorite Undertale Deltarune comic? Handplates was a pretty good read. I really like handplates. I don't know. There's just a certain... I don't know. I really, really like it. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying it is bad, but I do think there's a certain something about after they have escaped from the lab and Gaster has been lost that I like a little less. I really like, though, Paper Trail and Dogs of the Future. Those are my two favorite. Oh, wait. I forgot. And, Second Son of Gaster. Second Son of Gaster is really good. So I was thinking if it isn't kind of weird that Tenna's design is just the TV, but the whole chapter is TV theme, but I thought that chapter's TV program theme and Tenna is a TV object, which lets him control the channels. Yeah, I mean, I believe it's sort of theorized, alluded to that Tenna is in charge, and as the TV, it makes sense that he would be in charge of the area. Love your egg theory. Thank you. That was my first theory, and I actually still stand by everything I said in that. I would like to actually redo the video at some point, just because it was my first video. So it's just like a little lacking in some of the things that I'm a little better at now. I noticed recently that this song switches between using bass register piano and tuba kind of smoothly. Oh. Considering one of Toby's friends said they missed Tenna, I think it would be cool if the TV is donated to Asgore. And we get to see it in the Asgore world? Interesting. You like hearing what I think? That's so nice. So, does everyone have a... Sorry, I want to get some more music going. Oh, Chris, we thought you weren't coming today. We're doing group projects this month. So walk around and find a partner, okay? Okay. Would you buy into the theory of Asriel being dead? Generally, no. I'm mostly pretty open about anything. I'm one of the people who struggled with the depth that Jaru went into with that video of like how he thinks it went down. But I will say I don't think there's nothing to it. I just don't think it's the best theory. Just because somebody I personally think would notice that Asriel has gone through one avenue, if not another. I can't get through them. They hit too hard for me. The theories? It kind of trails off, yeah. I don't think Chris could hide it if he was dead. I agree. The whole Gaster arc is pretty great. Why is mine talking about Papyrus saying What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Here's my theory. There's a darker layer underneath the Dark Worlds, and if Gaster and Dust are anywhere, it's there. I think you get there by opening the Dark Fountain inside a Dark World. Yeah, I think I've heard that one before, and I think that's kind of the most likely, is that they're lost in the darkness being a deeper layer in universe, maybe in the code itself, however that crosses over. Partly so we can look back and go, wow, can't believe Birdley was about to do that so early on and completely derail the plot. Maybe Birdley was looking out for us all along, okay? I'm actually very worried for Tenna because of the Spamton sweepstakes and that one Temmie drawing of Toby steamrolling a TV. I'm not worried for Tenna, mostly in the sense of I do not care about Tenna yet. I don't know. Smash the TV. Maybe you do need to smash your TV when you think about it. Isn't the TV being brought to Metaton? Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but he asks if you can bring him entertainment at the end of chapter 2. I didn't even think about that. That's a great point. I like the idea of bringing the TV to Metaton. I feel Toriel cares too much about her family not to notice. No, I agree. In regards to Azrael. I like how a lot of the Deltarune soundtrack is composed kind of like school band stuff. Oh, I never noticed that, but you're definitely right. I wrote, but I think it would be funny if Papyrus was meeting them if you said Susie's option for names, if you would say it's the infamous... Oh! That's interesting in the fact of I've never seen somebody interpret that team name as the F slur. I don't know if I agree with that, I'll be honest. Sorry. I'm always a fan of shit squad or shit gang or fuck gang. Caddy is just on her phone. Tenna being given to MTT makes sense. Maybe destroying him is only one option. Listen, as a school teacher now, get off your freaking phone. I'm just trying to do my job, and you are making my job harder, okay? I know you're just a teen. I know. But you shouldn't even have your phone at your seat. They should be going on the pockets on the walls. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Please, I'm begging. Tenna being given to MTT makes sense. Maybe destroying him is only one option. Oh. Yeah, Jaru tends to make pretty outlandish propositions. LOL, I don't 100% believe most of his theories, but he's great when it comes to thinking about the games. And yes, I will definitely give that to Jaru, is he's willing to think outside the box, and you can't fault him for that. I think a lot of people can be like, wow, Jaru's sort of going off the rails, but sometimes going off the rails is necessary and fun. And at least he's doing something that most people aren't. I don't know if he still does that. I actually haven't checked in on him in a minute. Considering the TV is abandoned like Asgore, I think they might be an Asgore parallel. Oh. Oh, thanks for liking my voice. I mean, it's censored, so it can be anything. Noelle might not be the angel, but her story tells us a microcosm of what that angel is like. Oh. Yeah, I think she called it chicking, and it feels very Susie-coded. Yeah, I also don't. I'll get to Noelle. I should talk to everybody else first. I should look around the room. Chris has a meltdown mid-class. I always have a meltdown mid-class. Has class even started yet? I would assume so, because it seems to me this is like group work time. Has class even started yet? My buddy got expelled from teaching in a school because he called a little chungus. That sucks. Chris, the hope is that you choose someone in the class? Hi, Dreamer. Do you collect phones at school in the US? At the school that I teach at, we don't collect them. You are supposed to voluntarily put them away in a place that we have designated in the classroom, but it really changes school to school, sometimes class to class. Oh, yes. Have fun with my soda. Well, it's implied that Susie wrote something, but we don't know what she wrote. It could really be any swear word. I just went on my brother's account. Sorry, I was very interested. I think the implication is that Chris normally partners up with the monster teen. I hope so. I like monster teen. You check the time. It seems to be time for class. The computer's wallpaper is a rotating slideshow of nature images. And rarely, an image of two buff superheroes embracing blushing. Wow. On a school computer? That's how you know this is a small town. It's a bunch of roses, probably from my dad. Are you fucking my dad, Alphys? You can tell me. What? What am I watching on my phone? It's schoolwork, of course. Animated schoolwork, and... Hey, Chris, have you chosen a partner yet? I want to look at the papers. Oh! It looks like motivational quotes from various literature. Try your best, Astro Wolf, even in your darkest hour. That one seems to be from a video game. Let's see. Driver has two short videos and more agreeable theories. Oh! Maybe I'll need to check that out then. I'll admit, I've kind of slacked on my keeping up with the recent Deltarune theories. Partially because I feel like they're not interesting right now. We're kind of just retreading ground that we've been treading for a while. And some people have been pointing out things with the new trailer, and I think that's interesting, but I'd almost rather just wait until we actually get chapters 3 and 4. Since you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, I'd highly recommend watching Jaro's live stream theory. Oh, interesting. Who is your favorite Deltarune character? I love Noelle. Class has very much started. See, again, I think shit or fuck. Damn just seems too low on the scale to be what she would put. Oh no, I'm sorry your messages are coming in late. I don't know why. Here in Denmark, at all stages of school, all students' phones will be collected and put in a locked box of some kind. I hate to say it, but as an old lady who is a teacher, and by old lady I do not mean that old, but I kind of vibe with that. I have a hard enough time keeping kids on track when we're on, like, our Chromebooks. Would you be willing to teach Chris at this school? I don't know. I think so. I think it could be a fun school. I mean, you always have the kids who kind of nap in class, and you just have to deal with that. Also, cool that you're from Denmark. Soup's very powerful. Noelle is also my favorite. Only talking about Tenna, but one reason why I'm worried about him is the fact that we haven't actually killed a main boss. That's a good point. That's a good point that we haven't killed one. I wonder if we will. Sorry, favorite Deltarune character. I'm gonna be... No, wait. I really, really like Birdly. Chapter 2 made me really like Birdly. Crisp! Their stores. Tim already have partner. This thing! Temmie, you can tell me the truth. Are you the mystery guy? Be honest with me. Have you been giving me eggs behind the trees? It's a black and white hard-boiled egg. Sadly, seems like it already has a partner. Yo, Crisp! Chris, show up earlier next time. I ended up having to partner with Snowy. Now he keeps turning to me and saying, howdy, partner, like a cowboy. Partner? I hardly know her! What do you think of that one? Funny, right? No? Well, I got news for you, pal. I already got a partner. Scram! Okay. Maybe I will kill you in Deltarune. Do you need something? I don't want to lay down in my bed because I'm cooking clay. So I'm just gonna hang out down here. Sorry. Oh no. Sorry, my sister just entered the room and now will be watching me stream, which won't be awkward at all on my part. I'm not gonna watch you, I'm just gonna be looking up inspiration for what to make on the wheel. Ooh, if it's flat though. Gotta say, I like mountains. Snowgrave, I have never done a snowgrave to this day. I do not plan on. Have I seen the Burger Pants video? I actually have. I liked it. I did like Cammy Boy's Burger Pants video. Especially their icy segment. I like joking that Temmie is the knight. It makes sense she gives eggs because she has an egg. Which are the move the knight makes in chess. Yes, the like up, left, left. Wait, is it up, up? Up, up, right? No, up. It would be the same twice. The chess move! The knight chess move. I don't remember what the wings dings is. Oh, could you hear her? Yes, we are twins, so we do sound very similar. Chris, you know Jockington and Caddy are always partners. We're the ultimate academic duo ever since our first gym class. It was hula hoop day and they ran out of hoops for us. So she used me instead. That's our origin story. Gotta love Jockington. Maybe the strongest character of all time. Click, tap, tap, tap. Taken. Okay. I really hope Jockington and Caddy show up in a dark world, and he's like her staff, and she's like a witch. My twin drew that, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. C's is my real favorite. Alright. Ah, Chris, late again, I see. You need a partner? Sorry, I'm already partners with the second smartest student. Though, wait, Chris, now that I think about it, your unique skill set might help a lot on this assignment. Not. I actually want to get an A. I'm the third smartest student in class. Hey Chris, what's up? Did you lose your pencil again? Here, you want the candy cane one or the one with lights on it? Huh? You want to be partners? Sorry, Birdly already asked me. But I could ask Miss Alphys if we could make a group of 3. I'll ask if you're sure. Yep, ask. Hey, that reminds me. Someone made a video over the release reveals and Steam page. They pointed out that Toby literally told us Jockington grows a bee. What? He did? When? I'll need to rewatch that video then. It's been a minute since I watched that. Eldritch Rune combined Caddy and Jockington into 2 parts of a chimera. Oh, I remember that. I'm actually pretty behind on Eldritch Rune. I should catch up at some point. Oh, your fave is Des. Yes, Des is good. In Denmark, grades are given in the weirdest way I've ever seen. You gotta be making that up. Why is it like that? Miss Alphys, is it okay if we have a group of 3? Hey, what? No! I do not approve of this! Abort! What? But Chris doesn't have a... Noelle, what were you saying? She was saying we're fine at being alone. Actually, I just wanted to know if... Noelle, can you please speak up? Susie time! Yeah, this is just it. Not watching something for 3.5 years, you're gonna forget details. I think it's to make higher grades way more in averages. Oh, I can see that. To grow a beard means to improve over time. It can be a religious term as well. Okay, interesting. Maybe it just means he's gay. -3 is only something you get if you don't show. Oh, interesting. So, like, to bring it down even more? I don't know how I feel about that, but it's interesting. Hi, Susie. Am I late? Oh, no, you're fine. We were just, choosing partners for the next group project, and Caddy is his beard, that's what I'm saying. Susie, you're with Chris. Great. Now that everyone's here, I'll write the assignment. Like she's just a little worm with 2 little eyes. Best depiction of Susie. I mean, most people still are scared of Susie. I feel bad for Alphys too. Has anyone seen the chalk? This is the 3rd time it's gone missing, and you all know I can't start class without some. How about this? If no one speaks up, everyone gets in trouble. Anyone? Please? Hey, there might be a box in the supply closet. Miss Alphys, why don't Susie and I... Good idea, Noelle. Susie, since you came in last, why don't you go get it for me? Whatever. Oh, okay, bye, insert creative name. When my partner first played Deltarune, he was surprised that a teacher is scared of a student. I don't know what to tell ya. Teens are frightening. And, Chris, can you go with her and make sure she, actually gets it and, stays out of trouble? Thanks, Chris. See you later. Guys, I think I'm gonna be killed. Scale of 1 to 10. Do you think she's gonna bite my face off? Yes or no? Well, Susie getting a new design where you can see her eyes was demonstrative of her going through an arc, so I can see us seeing Chris's eyes by the end of the game as the resolution to whatever their arc is. My wife works in schools with plenty of students to be scared of. I believe it. Yeah. Seems like something Susie would fall for. I've also been replaying the first 2 chapters and voicing them over with a friend. Oh! Mostly because I am trying to defend my boy Ralsei from the evil allegations. I don't think Ralsei is evil, but I do think that he can have, like, ulterior motives that we do not know of yet. Don't worry, Chris. I've always thought Susie can't be so bad, you know? I'm sure everything will turn out fine. Chris, didn't I say being late was a bad idea? It's almost as if you should have, as they say, listened. Somebody dunk this kid's head in the toilet. If no one will do it, I will. Don't die. Thanks, Caddy. Chris, if I had arms, I would take off this cool hat in remembrance of you. Alright, I'm getting Monster Tail to plan my funeral. I mean, Monster Kid. Ralsei is complicit but not guilty. I can definitely see that. Yo, Chris, I'm sorry. If I had just waited to be your partner, you wouldn't have to be hers. She's gonna pound you to pieces, Chris. And then kick the butts of all those little pieces. Chris, don't listen to them. It's not that bad. You'll probably survive Susie beating you up. You're just gonna fail when she doesn't do any of your project. It's like we always say, Chris, you snooze, you lose. That's not very reassuring, huh? Sus, very mean. Said egg never hatch. So, obviously there is a reason that Susie has that kind of a, what do you call that? Why everybody is so scared of Susie. Reputation. There's a reason why Susie does already have that kind of a reputation, despite being, yeah, you've missed an hour of the stream, sorry. But we have not left the classroom on the first chapter yet. This is why I'm starting this so early. And also, it must be hard to be a teenager with that kind of reputation to the point where nobody wants to interact with you and everybody dreads you even, like, showing up. Chris, what's the holdup? Go out there! You're sentencing me to my death. Yeah, we're just hanging out and gaming, not speedrunning. And then give Birdly a towel, yes. He's my favorite character. He's a little cocky, but also, like he who wasn't an annoying teenager in high school throw the first stone, you know? Oh, you're at work right now? I'm glad to keep you company. Alright. Oh, hey, what? Is that a cigarette? She ate it! Do you guys think she ate the chalk? It's kind of circular logic situation with Susie's reputation. Yeah. Since chapter 4 seems to have Caddy and Jockington, I hope it gives Susie a chance to show she's not all bad. Me too. I really, really hope this ends with both Chris and Susie kind of bettering their situation in hometown. The only problem is I don't know how much we can improve Chris's situation while also being here. Hooray, Deltarune, smarty! She probably would eat cigarettes. She would probably try a cigarette and then be like, bleh, this is gross. Where's my chalk at? Chris. Didn't see you there. Hey. You didn't see anything just now, did you? The anime with the mechs and those creatures called angels. Isn't that Evangelion? I have not watched Evangelion, actually. I get this feeling chapter 4 might have more characters in the Dark World than we think. Like, if it's in church, why would only 2 people in town end up there? Well, again, that kind of comes back to how much of the building is being overtaken by the Dark Fountain. Because if it's in the main chapel, then yeah, I think everybody would be there about. But if it's in, like, a side room or a closet, then probably not a lot of people. Who among us hasn't wanted to eat chalk at some point? Listen, if Smarties were good, surely chalk would have been tasty. And it wasn't. And, like, Baby Brownie was very upset by that. You can't even say. Chris. Hey. Let me tell you a secret. Whoa! Quiet people piss me off. You think just 'cause you don't say anything, I can't tell exactly what you're thinking. It's over. I caught Susie eating all the chalk. This was her last chance. Now she'll finally be expelled. Come on, Chris. Don't act shocked. You know it's true. Everybody's waiting for it. Everybody wants it. So congrats, Chris. You got me. I'm done for. Just let me say one little thing. Seems like a waste to get expelled just for having a snack break. Snack. So Chris, if I know you're gonna pull the trigger, why don't I just get expelled for some real carnage? Chris, how do you feel about losing your face? Nah. Chris, you've got a good mother. It'd be a shame to make her bury her child. Alright, let's get this over with. We'll get more chalk, mosey back to class, and then, Chris, you'll do our project. How's that sound? Don't bother answering. If you haven't gotten it by now, your choices don't matter. Let's go, freak. Oh, remember, Chris uses they, them pronouns. More characters being in the dark world would make a big problem for the shit gang. Susie wants to keep it their thing, and I don't think convincing them that it's a collective hallucination would work. Yeah, I definitely think that Susie likes being a part of the in-group of the cool thing. Tasty apple-scented face. I've loved replaying recently. Did it with a friend in Japanese. It was fun to see a friend who is new to it get interested. I mean, that's one of my favorite things, is introducing new games to my friends and watching them play it. If Susie gets another boss fight, I feel versus Susie can be seamlessly used in Megalovania. Oh, interesting. You look through the frosted window. A blurry yellow object is teaching a bunch of blurry, bored-looking objects. Anything interesting? The locker is locked. The locker's lock is locked. The lock's locker is locked. The locker's lock's locker is locked. The locker is covered in Jackington memorabilia. Where is this guy making his stuff? Is he selling it behind the school or something? Are you ready for the Sadie Hawkman's dance? At this dance, all the chaperones wear giant hawk heads and screech at any students who make contact while dancing. The locked locker's locker locked? It is locked, yeah. Speaking of past Toby songs, opinion on Penumbra Phantasm showing up at some point. Ooh, I don't know if I know that one off the top of my head, actually. I'll need to look that up personally later. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm going home. Chris, you just gonna skip school? What, am I supposed to snitch on you? That'd be rich, huh? Nah, I wouldn't. Get back here. I'm actually gonna get a drink. You drank from the water fountain. People put their mouths on that, you know. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah? What? What? Realize the baby classroom was a better fit for you? Hey, actually, I should come with you. Maybe I'll find a better partner in there. Nah, actually, let's not. I'm honestly not sure if Megalovania will show up again or not. I think the best way that Megalovania should show up is final rules fight, and it's like comedic. I think you need to subvert the seriousness that Megalovania had last time and only use it in a comedic fight. in my opinion. See, my question is, did Chris being out of control of their body start today, or has it been a thing before now? That's the real question. I feel like it's starting today, or at least our tenure of it is definitely starting today, just because it's only today where people seem to start noticing that something is weird with Chris, or Chris is acting better than they previously have. I think the dance could be the dark world. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about the dance, honestly. Nightmare Night has a good chance of if we are talking about returning tracks. Okay. Maybe we'll get to the dark world in this gameplay. Who knows? God, can you walk any slower or what? Nah, I get it. Not used to walking around without someone holding your hand. Come on, freak. Would you look at that? My sister's now in chat after having left the room. What if you never save the game? Wasn't that a thing in the witch's house? You had to never save? Yes, it's me, the very famous brownie. Hello, very famous Eastern criminal. Eastern criminal! Don't you have a new, really good Submiss video that you got, like, you just released? A good Nimbasa trio? A really incredible one? Everybody should go take a second to watch the new video that Eastern criminal posted last night. I mean, I know you get an extra dialogue if you never save it in Undertale. Oh, you do? I don't think I knew that. Freak the Mighty? I haven't read that book since I was in middle school. Yeah, what can I say? I'm just a big fan, Eastern Criminal. Everyone, this is East. Well, here's a closet. Too bad. We were just starting to have fun. Normal closet stuff. Hey, Chris, is it me, or is it really dark in there? What's the holdup, Chris? Are you going in or what? Fine! If you're gonna be a wimp, then we'll both go in at the same time! May your heart be your guiding key. See, why are you so scared? There's nothing in here but old papers. Let's try to find a light switch. What are these papers anyway? Is that relevant at all, what these papers are? That's weird. I can't find a switch. Guess it's further in. Kind of big for a closet, huh? You'd think we'd have reached the end by now. Hey, Chris. I think this closet's, broken. Taxes, entries, homework? Old papers that were supposed to be graded 5 weeks ago? There aren't any walls. Well, we've worked hard enough. If Alphys wants chalk so bad, she can get it herself. Let's split. Oh, hello, Mellow Neon. I remember you said that you didn't think you'd make it. I think somebody said that. What the? Hey, this isn't funny. Let us out. Let us. I did not coin DeltaJune. Somebody else said DeltaJune, and I just really love it. And I'm going to keep saying it until it catches on. Why are you able to walk around at first in this dark world, but then you can jump immediately to all the other ones? That's a good question. Maybe it's because we're standing on the papers? I don't know. There are also select chests in Chapter 1 that have paper scraps as well that you find from doubly interacting with them. Oh! I'll need to check that out while we're playing. We will make it a thing! DeltaJune will be the saying. No, but I think I saw it on a post on Tumblr, and I was like, brilliant. Everybody must be already doing this. Wile E. Coyote logic. There we go. East with the explanation. She's really the brilliant one in the operation. The floor, it's... DeltaJune tomorrow. Actually, DeltaJune in June. I hate to say it, but it's in the name. Whoa. That doesn't look like Chris. You don't think Susie and Chris combined? I was actually one of the people who, when I first saw it, I was like, no, it couldn't be. Could it? DeltaJune is roughly 50 tomorrows. Kingdom Hearts 4 tomorrow. Let's get that rolling. Deltarune and DeltaJune coming at you real Delta soon. I think it's because when Chris has that standing up animation, one of their sprites kind of has like... It looks like they almost have an elongated face, sort of snout-like. Sorry, I ate soda and I keep burping. Gotta get ready. Alright, guys. You know we gotta get that auto run on. And, oh my goodness. Where are we? Maybe we should call our mom. You tried to call on the cell phone. What? Well, that was a weird sound, and I don't think it was relevant or important at all, and I am going to forget that I heard it at all. But it doesn't seem to be working. Whee! I like playing Deltarune in October and Undertale in March. Why? Just because that's usually... Well, Deltarune came out in October. Why Undertale in March? Chris and Susie doing a fusion dance when they enter the Dark Worlds would be hilarious. That would be great. I think it's because the pink in the design reminds me so much of Susie. That's a good point. No, we're speeding through this. Look at how far we already are. And I've only been streaming for... How long? Surely no time at all. Surely not an hour and a half. I have mixed feelings about the new Kingdom Hearts, but overall I think I like it. What? You mean that sound? Was it garbage noise like Gaster? Like Spamton? Is it all coming together? Don't worry, the start of the VOD has like 10 minutes of pure silence because I didn't realize that my mic wasn't connected. So you can look forward to that. Record pace. At times, you see it flickering. The light only you can see. Spangton? By second nature, you reach out and... Chris. What a baby. Jackie's in charge now. Yeah, again, make sure that we're using they, them for Chris. Have you gotten the fun value for Undertale? I have not gotten the Sans prank call, but I have gotten the Alphys ordering pizza, I think. I think it's Alphys. Who needs Chris with Jackies like this? The save point looks yellow in night mode. Hell yeah. Who knows where we are? Years ago, Gaijin Goomba made a video looking at Undertale and how it links to Irish culture. Oh, interesting. That might be worth looking into. Aw, they're waving at me. Little sporangiums. Wrong Number song's good. At least it's something. Yeah, they, them is canon. I got like 2 Gaster followers in my Undertale Red and Yellow playthrough. I have not played Red or Yellow. Is that any good? Do you know the Swedish name theory? I do not know the Swedish name theory. The Waving Sploringuses, my favorite Deltarune character. Not to be that person, but I took a semester of botany. They're very clearly sporangiums. The fruiting body of a mold. Make a theory asking, why does Jockington have a beard? Soon as we get to that, I will consider it. The waving shows up again. Me too. I really hope we come to this area in general again eventually. It's too dark to see anything. Did you guys see that? Something just moved. I don't think we're alone here. Biology flex. That's right. I did really bad in chemistry and I changed my major. It's too dark to see anything. All these eyes. Very eye star. Dark World mold theory. Chris is blue because they're moldy. Now we're getting somewhere. Theory video on how a reptile can grow hair. That's like a science one. What did you take a major in? I graduated with English education. That's why I'm a teacher now. I was a botany major for a year, though, so 2 semesters. I like the theory of this place being a world that was ruined by a previous roaring. Oh, that's interesting. And then I was a botany major, and then everything went online because a little thing called COVID happened, and my grades tanked because I don't do well with online classes. So in Undertale, we got Frisk. If you don't play No Mercy, Frisk is a Swedish word for being healthy and sane of mind. Chris and Deltarune is a Swedish word for crisis. Coincidence? Probably, but Chris is also the name for that like blade you see where it like twists, where you get like a wavy dagger. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Chris. Could that be something? There are titan knives carved in the walls. We are returning, and if you look closely at the top, you see extra pixels, which could suggest a platform. Oh, good catch. Yeah, again, it's a, remember, it's not a, oh, I'm blocking you. If you were doing it clearly, willfully, and rudely. Oh my god, I didn't even grab it. There's something glowing inside. Take it. You got the glow shard. Matches Undertale Undyne. I would be... So a part of like making theories is trying to decide at one point is something theorizable and on purpose, and at one point is there a doylist reason for something. And for me, the sound of the footsteps, it's a doylist. He's just reusing the sound. Chris being named after a knife is so funny because if they aren't the knight, that's 2 knife-related fake-outs in a row. Genuine question. Oh, hello, Vinsanity. Genuine question. If the Lancer Shadow is the Lancer Shadow actually Lancer or just someone trying to look like him? I would think it's Lancer because we know he's in this area. Sometimes a footstep's just a footstep. Frisk means fresh, Chris means crisis. Okay. What? They're shooting at me. I do think it's a really interesting and intuitive way to introduce the player to this new mechanic. You bathed your body in the lights. A power shines within you, breaking through the darkness. Any pain you may have had melted away. Jeez, did you guys hear that? Was that loud enough that you heard that? That's right, guys. We're 86 minutes into this thing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop bringing it up, but it is very funny to me. Oh yeah, very excited for Silksong, although we still don't have a release date yet. Just kind of a window. That Chris is not Kara, but an allegory for Kara. I mean, I think it's, you know, an interpretation of Kara. Explain the real nature of Castletown and all the darkness are coexist without turning to stone, and Ralsei is concerned because he's literally witnessed the roaring already. Oh! I only ask because this whole part of the dark world is weird and ominous, and Lancer doesn't actually mention attacking you. That is a good point. Frisk is pronounced something like Frosk? Oh. I just like how Undertale, if you don't kill people, you become Frisk. Okay. Silksong is almost guaranteed to come before February, so even sooner than just... It's April. It's needs to come some... My sister knows the details of when it's supposed to come out better than I do. Easy. What can I say? I'm a puzzle pro. Oh, sorry. I skipped the plaque. In this land, only eyes blinded by darkness can see the way. I mean, we have hair covering our eyes, so we're always kind of blinded by the darkness when you think about it. Creepy eye. And we have these things, which I always interpret as piles of dust, but they don't necessarily... What was that? What? Did you guys see that? Oh, it has a placeholder date. I didn't know that. End of April would be good. I mean, it's good anytime. I want it anytime. I've never played a Metroid, so I'm not really looking forward to it. Piles of Azrael's dust? Could be. Who knows? Oh, I'm glad you're gender fluid. Mazel tov. We canonically don't know what Frisk looks like with eyes. We canonically know what Frisk looks like with eyes, but not Chris. Yeah. See, I always thought just like normal dust. Chalk dust. But who's to say? Hey! Back off! Come any closer and all! Chris! Hey, don't scare me like that, dumbass. Unless you want to get clocked in the face. Anyway, enough screwing around. Gotta find a way out of here. Where is here, anyway? Ralsei's always been Ralsei has always been referred to by he, him. Doesn't matter. You got us into this mess. You get us out. Lead the way, Chris. Let's go. What? You want to make it a race? Oh, my partner is gone already. Susie goes by she, her. A lot of people will use general they, them for most of the cast who do not have it confirmed. this might be a controversial take. For most of the townsfolk, I just use whichever pronouns I want. Is that controversial? I think most of them don't have confirmed pronouns, though. Just because most people don't refer to each other, so you can't, like, check that kind of thing. Okay, anyway. Actually, really hate Azrael is dead again theories, because, like, yeah, that's a good point, is that we would just... It's one thing to be reusing assets from Undertale. It's another thing to be recreating Undertale. Yeah, I don't know if I would Toby would have to really impress me to make Azrael dead again and worth my time. Does that make sense? Okay. Hey, Chris. There's someone up there waving at us. Any idea what they want? Ghost Shadowlancer! Run, Chris! Wow, it's just like Undyne again, am I right? Shoot. Man, the hitbox on this is pretty generous, actually. Because I definitely should have gotten hit a few times just now. Whee! Chris, down here! Alrighty. This is good. Gotta retrain myself for when I eventually need to fight. What's his bucket? Jevil again. Jevil. In my opinion, and I think this is a pretty popular opinion, Jevil is way harder than Spamton. I mean, they, them is... In school, you are taught that they, them is the use for a group of people. If you are talking about they, you are usually talking about two or more people, although in recent times, and actually it goes back as far as at least Shakespeare, I believe, they has been used as a pronoun, as a non-binary pronoun for somebody that you don't know the gender of. So it's versatile. Most projectiles in Chapter 1 use the spade projectiles hitbox. Oh. Lancer with a Texan accent. Oh, fancy. Okay. How are we gonna get back up there is the question. Oh, you're not dead. Sweet. Got any idea what the heck this place is? Me neither. Wonder if there's anyone in that building up there? You're blocking the way. Just scoot over real quick. Squeeze me. Looks like a shop, but the door is locked and no one's inside. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Yeah, I immediately died against Jevil, but lived decently against Neo. Yeah, same here. Jevil took me a while. I think I was playing it, though, when I had oodles of time between classes in college, though, so I had like a 5-hour gap between classes that I just spent in the library. College is crazy. Jevil knows what he's doing. He's got experience. Good point. A castle looms beneath the empty town. A black geyser emerges from it, piercing endlessly into the sky. The power of this place shines within you. Oh, that's a good point too. Your HP is lower, and Ralph says, your only way to spare him. A castle? Why the hell is there a castle inside a supply closet? Welcome, heroes. Do not be alarmed. I am not your enemy. Please come forward, both of you. Welcome. I am the prince of this kingdom. The kingdom of darkness. Chris, Susie, there is a legend in this land. A legend that one day 2 heroes of light will arrive and fulfill the ancient prophecy foretold by time and space. The best thing in the Jovel fight is if you can pirouette at the right time to mix up the, HP and give Susie's HP to Ralsei. Then we're gaming. And fulfill the ancient prophecy foretold by time and space. Please, heroes, listen to my tale. Alright. Very well, then. Snowgrave Neo is weird because you either super die really fast or absolutely destroy him in a couple turns. I think it's really cute that apparently as a kid, Toby just really liked drawing little cloak guys like this. Oh, that's cute! Once upon a time, a legend was whispered among shadows. It was a legend of hope. It was a legend of dreams. It was a legend of light. It was a legend of dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. For millennia, light and dark have lived in balance, bringing peace to the world. But if this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror, and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. Only then, shining with hope, 3 heroes appear at World's Edge. A human, a monster, and a prince from the dark. Only they can seal the fountains and banish the angels' heaven. Only then will balance be restored and the world saved from destruction. Today, the fountain of darkness, the geyser that gives this land form, stands tall at the center of the kingdom. But recently, another fountain has appeared on the horizon. And with it, the balance of light and dark begins to shift. I agree, Melon. I think that future bosses should have unique gimmicks. Something like, special. That makes them stand out. I think it's possible that we will have a weird route. In fact, I would actually... Okay. Personally, I think there will be a weird route for every chapter going forward. But I don't think it will play out the same way. I don't think they even necessarily all have to do with, killing everything. I think they're just going to be alternate things to do. And I think doing a kill everybody run of every Dark World would get boring and repetitive pretty fast. Which, don't get me wrong, that can be the point. That's the point of the Genocide run, the No Mercy run. But personally, I think that there will be more weird routes, but there's a reason why they're called weird routes and not kill everybody routes, you know? Or freeze everybody. Chris, Susie, thank you for listening to my long tale. I deeply believe you two are the heroes of legend. That despite whatever enemies you may face, you two have the courage to save the world. Sorry. I mean, it's always courage. It's always courage to save the world, but that... I chose courage. Courage was the one I chose. Does that mean anything? That can't mean anything, right? Anyway. My theory is that weird routes will all be doing things to continue making Noelle stronger. Like getting... Oh! I like that. That without her in the Dark World, we're still doing something to further strengthening Noelle. I can't wait for DeltaJune and like every single theory to be proven wrong at once. That's what I live for. I don't make theories to be right. I make theories to think about my game and have fun. Driver thinks that the Titans are like the Final Fantasy VII. Oh, weapons. And that the Legends part about the Earth drawing her final breath is literal. Okay, is this the live stream theory you were talking about? I like that, actually. I can definitely see something along those lines. Courage is the name of the special ability. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. It's been a minute. This is why I'm replaying. I need in general, I need a refresh on this stuff. Imagine if you could buff up your vessel for the final fight and you pick the wrong options, you just die in one hit. That would suck. Delta Warriors, please, won't you accept your destiny? Nah. What? Me? Some kind of hero or something? You've got the wrong person. But Susie, without you, the world will... So what if the world gets... So what? If the world gets destroyed? It's none of my damn business. Might even be kind of fun, honestly. Anyway, Chris. If you want to play pretend with this weirdo, stick around. I'm going to find a way out of here. Susie, wait! I take it all back. Lancer is the best character of all time, best entrance of any character of all time. The way this took me out when I first saw it, never done before. Incredible. Show-stopping. I'm in love. Do you think the fact that the TP bar is orange has something to do with bravery? Like in general that the TP bar is a color? I give my vessel voice to represent freedom, and I think most people do. The bouncy pumpkin! The explosion PNG, it's done more for this world. It has more of an impact on my life than anything ever has ever. The heroes are already running away, and they didn't even know I was here. My dad's gonna make me son of the month. Somebody said they had canon him with a Texan accent. I am not gonna even attempt, I'm sorry. I don't know. I would like Lancer to continue to be in our pocket at least. I don't know how he's gonna get there. Unless Ralsei. Ralsei could bring him along. How would Ralsei bring him along? But Ralsei could bring him along. I would like to keep having Lancer in our pocket. I don't know if it's possible, though. I can see Susie worrying too much over Lancer's well-being. I'm pretty sure Susie's ability to override the players will have to... Oh, it's gotta come out at some point. No matter what. Who the hell are you? I'm... the bad guy! You clowns want to steal our dark fountain, huh? And still picturing you guys as clowns? Save the world from eternal darkness? Huh? Is there anything quite like Toby's writing? I've blown away every time. He's everything I want to be. Oh yeah, I forgot about that dialogue. I mean, we know that we can bring him back from being turned to stone, so really, he could just become, like, a weapon. Oh yeah, Flowey does have a southern accent. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And still picturing you guys as clowns. You think Silk Song will come out this year? I do. I do. I need a hope for something in my life. Don't try to deny it. We both know you'll go east. East? Like my sister? It's your only way home. But I, Lancer, won't let you go there. And I've got a flawless two-step plan to ensure it. Step 1, I thrash you. Step 2, you lose. What, do you just bash people over the head with a Lancer statue? Yes! Or we can tactically use him to keep, like, doors shut that we need shut. I have played Undertale Yellow. I actually still have only played, the pacifist route of Undertale Yellow. Lancer FNAF? Nice plan, kid. Really? Yeah, actually. Mind if we use it on you instead? You guys can't see, but I'm absolutely jamming. Lancer bussin'! Alright, let's check this guy out. It's also funny that apparently Lancer was more of a Porky Minch character at first, but it's really interesting to hear about how both Lancer and Susie have changed from how we originally viewed them. I'm low-key thinking Des will be the final secret boss for Chapter 7. Think about it. Would make sense just a little bit. That would make sense. I think the final secret boss is going to be Ralsei, personally. That's actually what my video is about. Spoilers for my video that I still have not put together. Who knows if it will get released. What if you did a fight run? You mean like in... Sorry, in what? Something very special with Susie. She's the only party member so far to refuse our will as a player. Yes, that is the established thing about Susie. Susie. But we definitely... Oh! You mean like, I could do a fight run. Do we want to do a fight run or do we want to do a spare run for Chapter 1? Hope we fight Ralsei at some point. We've gotta, right? Honestly, I think there's a real chance that the final secret boss is the big... Absolutely. 1 second. Let me actually... How should we tackle Chapter 1? Fight everyone. Spare everyone. Is it live? Did it go through? Hey, a poll! Check out a poll I put together. You guys should respond to it with your opinion. Also, if the weird route of every chapter has 1 to 2 letters, we could summon Gaster. Oh, interesting. Dog. Sorry. Think fight runs are less interesting. I do think they're less interesting in general. Mostly means missed dialogue. Yeah. There's some differences, but it's not that much. We only have 6 shadow crystals. Yeah. Okay, I will be right back, okay? And I will make my decision then. Alright, sorry about that. Back. And it looks like most of you are saying spare everyone. Okay. So then, without doing a poll, just up front, do we want to at least attack one guy to get the fighting ending? Or do we want the spare ending? Yeah, the emotes on YouTube kinda are mid to suck. I like a lot of, from what I've seen of my other people streaming, I think I like a lot of Twitch's streaming things. At least I could do like emotes without it being like a subscriber based thing. Only fight bosses? Okay. Spare ending, fight ending. And see, that's the thing, is I'd really like to have some cute and fun emotes, but all of my audience is on here, so it makes the most sense to stream from here. Anyway. Twitch is way better in terms of actual streams, but man, is YouTube just way more accessible for watching VODs, yeah. Chat-based streaming experience is overall way better on Twitch. Yeah, because you can... Maybe I should try and find... If I was going to be streaming this regularly, because we're never going to get through the game at this rate, maybe I'll need to update or do anything about my setup so that it looks kind of nice. Lancer. Attack 7, defense 1. Not to call a spade, but he's a spade. Not old enough to ride a motorcycle, so he set his bike on fire. Susie! I forgot to warn. Halt, Cloud! Ah! I didn't read it fast enough. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I got this axe, but, like, that's cool. Catching streams from Twitch sucks because, you know, I'm not on that side as much. Yeah, exactly. I'm more used to Twitch. You could always try multi-streaming. I could. I don't want my computer to explode, though. Because... to let you guys get a peek behind the curtain, I don't have, like, a desktop. I only have a laptop. This is as high-tech as I can get right now. I never watch Twitch streams, only YouTube. Okay. So I really don't know. I don't know what goes into streaming on multiple platforms. Cross-platform streams are a really good compromise, but I have no clue how to set those. See, I don't either. I'd have to look into it. Yeah, that might set your laptop on fire. God, and I need this thing. Alright. Oh, no, I don't want to fight that guy. I think he ignores your warnings. I'll compliment. You tell Lancer you can't tell the difference between his clothes and his body. He seems flattered. His attack power went down. Susie! That's a baby! Oh, Oh, you make my feelings do wheelies! Oh, shoot. Easy peasy. Call me an expert. Call me an amazing gamer. Scary 3D tutorial secret mini game. Yeah, Deltarune's a pretty low performance game. I also think this one's a little better at streaming. Or just games in general. Oh, it's C round you can't warn. Or K round, whatever. Susie, don't hit the baby with an axe. That's sweet, sweet. See, and that's the thing, is I'm most concerned about getting more dialogue out of this thing. She won't kill him. He's fine. He's like a rubber ball. If you hit him, he just bounces around and comes right back. You try to compliment Lancer again, but he sees it as insincere. His attack power goes back up. Did you not realize I can mask my self-esteem levels? Oh, scheisse. I like that with Deltarune, Toby didn't fall into the RPG trope of darkness equal evil. Me too. I always like when people subvert that. He gets confused at your sincerity. Instead of going up or down, his attack power goes sideways? Chekhov's gun Lancer, bouncy boy. Stop my person. Oh, I didn't read it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so bad at this. I should just delete my channel after this. Wait a second. My bike's running out of fuel. All right, you punkaroos. You had the luck of the draw this time, but next time, the losers will be you. Bye, losers. I gotta get home before dinner. You won! We stole $39 from that kid. Hell yeah! It goes sideways, so it's just like kind of to the side. Oh, it's crowned. You're right. I think I knew that at one point. I do think I knew that at one point. This is why we're reviewing. How did his bike run out of fuel if it's just on fire? Well, it's got like, he poured like gasoline on it that lit on fire. That's what I always thought. We took his lunch money. He says that he's a teardrop head kid. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. If you say that you didn't know the legend, I think. The entirety of Chapter 1 is essentially a subversion, yeah. I mean, Undertale in general is not exactly a subversion, but a winking at tropes. I beat up a baby for lunch money. That's how you know we're the good guys. Are you two okay? Allow me to introduce myself more properly. I am... Jeez, can you take off that hood? I can barely hear you under there. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Ralsei. Chris, Susie, it's ever so wonderful to meet you. I'm certain we're going to become great friends, and... Best way to leave is east, right? Yes, that's where we'll... Got it. I do love Ralsei, and I do particularly love this Ralsei design. See you at school, Chris. I suppose it's just the two of us, then. Chris, I'm a prince, but I, currently don't have any subjects. I've been waiting alone here, my whole life for you two to arrive. So, I'm really happy to meet you. I hope we can be good friends, Chris. Let's try to find Susie. She must be to the southeast. You can lead the way, Chris.
Oh, did you see the sprite glitch right there?
I'm sorry. I'm not good with accents. I'll try to do an accent and you'll all laugh at me. I don't know how people could, or at least I don't know how people could think that Rouse is a girl for a really long time. Oh, do you mean like people had a theory that he was secretly? I do know that some people think that Rouse is like an egg that will crack by the end. I personally like him just being a guy who has feminine aspects. Oh, that's cute. A little cute little British accent. Hey, Chris. I really think we should catch up with Susie. We can come back here after our adventure is over. And then I can bake you a yummy cake. How is it? I feel like I can never get the, like, right. Is that right? Is that close enough? Am I not close enough? I'm always bad at setting it up. Yes, we just got past Lancer. Little guy Rouse is so good. When I first played Deltarune, I thought the white lines in his mouth were of his portrait. I think they are. I think they are supposed to be like two fangs. A little vampire prince. That's so cute. How could that boy be an evil mastermind? He's not an evil mastermind. He just has ulterior motives he has not informed us of yet. The heart hitbox. Okay. I'll try again in a minute. Too far apart. But if I get too close, I'm worried I won't see it. Rouse, the lonely prince is now your ally. The power of fluffy boys shines within you. I mean, it calls him a boy right there. Fluffy boy and mean girl. Hello, hello! Deltarune very mentioned. Deltarune the game. I thought he was a spider at first. Ooh. Yeah. I'm sure we all realized it was an anagram pretty quickly, but I still felt very smart when I realized. There's no way he can be evil. Look at him. He's just so cute. How about that? See, but I think I won't see it. There we go. Now he's blushing. Got it. Really? You never noticed the black heart? It's one of my favorite details. Yeah, he just thinks it's gonna be good. He doesn't know that the prophecy's gonna be bad or something. Look at him. What? 1 pixel? Is the 1 pixel on here? I thought the 1 pixel was at the end stage. I mean, I thought he was just a generally fluffy guy. Sort of like an Eevee is just a generally cute little thing. Now seems like a great chance to prepare for the enemy. Would you like me to teach you how to fight? Oh yeah, I don't know how to fight. Okay, get ready, Chris. I actually really like when games do that, where they throw you into the, like, system first, and then come back and teach you later. I also like that Toby didn't follow gender stereotypes. Russell has a... Yeah, I agree. That's one of the things I really like about it. And he's only hiding it from the player, and he discusses it with Chris behind our backs, because Chris is the knight, and Rouse is telling them how to open fountains. It's all coming together. Oh, the blush. The 1 pixel blush. Okay, get ready, Chris. See the heart, Chris? That's your soul. Soul mention! The culmination of your being. Within, it holds your will, your compassion, and the fate of the world. My dad works at Toby Fox. Soul! If it gets hit, you and your friends will lose HP. He literally is a marketable plushie. My sister gave me a little Ralsei plushie for Christmas. Oh, I forgot to read that. So, please take care to avoid the enemy's attacks. Ready? Let's try dodging. Whee! Gotta get those TP. Great job, Chris. You're a natural. Anyhow, after the enemy attacks, it's our turn, Chris. First, I'll teach you how to fight. Though fighting is unnecessary in this world, there's no harm in a thorough lesson. I think he told them only to open chapter 3 so the player is distracted from his plans. Oh, interesting. Yes, the 4 genders. Non-binary, fluffy femboy, lizard tomboy, and lancer. That's all you really need. He did become a marketable plushie twice. Mannequin is the knight confirmed? I think we're onto something, gang. Undertale's mechanics were fine. This is so much better. I like it a lot more. I don't think we will fight Ralsei, but I think a fight with Susie in chapter 6, specifically in the light world. What are we, just duking it out with our fists? Let's try fighting. Oh. I'm sorry. Wow, Chris, that was an amazing attack. Have you done this before or something? Okay, next let's try defending. Simply defend, and the enemy's attack will hurt you less. Not only that, but you'll also gather TP. Watch the orange big bar on the left. I'll explain it later. Oh, you're right. Is it yellow when it's full? For some reason, I always thought of it as yellow. I could see chapter 2 and 3 being opened by Chris, but I see no world where Chris could know how. Oh my goodness, I can't read. Could know how to or would have a reason to open the Card Kingdom. Nonetheless, how they opened the Closet Fountain. I agree. Yeah. As they say, a kiss with a fist is better than none. The addition of a grazing mechanic for mana-like system was a great idea. I agree. What does he know? Great job, Chris. Now that you've gathered TP, how about spending that TP on one of my spells? Because you hit the enemy, it got tired. Now, if you use my Pacify spell on it, it'll fall asleep and will win peacefully. Ralsei cat. Oh. No, he hasn't taught me to act yet. Ralsei cast Pacify. Great, Chris. We would have won the battle by now. Now I just have a little more to teach you. Acting. Through this, even the most violent enemies can be defeated through various acts of kindness. Chris, though it's just a little dummy, why not give it a hug? You know what we gotta do, gang. I like there being 2 knights. Oh, interesting. Is Susie going to find out Chris has been a puppet of ours throughout the story or something? I do think it would shake the relationship that she feels like she has formed with Chris. Actually, the Puzzle Masters also mentioned the TP bar, and Susie interrupts a dialogue box. Ralsei isn't unique in that category. Fair enough. Pacify also helps give fighting a purpose in a pacifist playthrough. Yeah. Hug that boy! Why did Ralsei say the TP bar was to the left when it was behind him? No more questions. I'm not taking questions at this time. Hey! Oh, there we go. Hug Ralsei. You hug Ralsei. Chris! I don't think, this is what you're supposed to be doing. But going for round 2, baby. You hug Ralsei. Chris, are you trying to ask me to give you a tutorial on hugging? Maybe the enemies also have TP bars. You just can't see them. Oh, that would make sense. I believe in Final Fantasy VII, your enemies do have mana. You just can't see it. And also, I think that's a normal thing in Pokemon, is that the people you fight do have, like, the same limited amount that you have. You just don't see it. Of attacks. To the left, still workshopping. I wish that if you had spared enemies previously, fighting would be guaranteed to have a false swipe effect and not KO the enemy. Oh, that could be interesting. That would be useful, at least. It'd make money grinding faster without preventing recruitments. I've never had to grind for money, but I can see if you were ever needing to, that being a quality of life almost thing. That would be useful. Sorry about your free will, Chris, but hugging Ralsei during the tutorial is obligatory. Listen, it's very important, okay? He's a lonely guy. He needs a hug. You hug Ralsei. I've never hugged anyone before, besides the dummy to test it out. So I don't know anything about it. Sorry. I suppose you're the one teaching me. They kind of do, don't they? My OC was drawn by my sister. And it's supposed to kind of look, you know, Undertale-y. I always refer to it as a mini-boss. So it's supposed to look like it's sort of like a coral snake and a king snake, where it has an appearance similar to a boss monster, but is not a boss monster. It's like a form of defense. That's how I've always thought of it, at least. For those people buying the Noelle and Susie cupcakes in Chapter 5 to see if they finally like each other, 1 HP more now. I hope so. I hope we have more stuff like that. I think that was the tea was such a cute detail. Hug him. Shall we do one more for the road? Yeah, my personal idea is that Susie finds out the dark worlds are not real, and Chris has been forced to do all of this, leading to Susie reluctantly, in a fit of rage, beating up Chris/us. I mean, and then it makes you wonder, who did Susie's loyalty, in a sense, lie to? Chris or us? That's right. We're doing some Bastation mimicry. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Hug in Chapter 1, don't hug in the acid tunnel in Chapter 2 because that one has way more awkward connotations. That's my go-to. I do think the acid tunnel of love, not necessarily of love, it can get a little weird, but I kind of like that it's a little weird. I think it's important for the story. You hug Ralsei. Okay, is that it? Alright, let's hug that guy. Susie is loyal to Chris, Ralsei is more loyal to us. That's how I think too. Aw, that's great, Chris. Each enemy has different acts that satisfy them. When an enemy is satisfied, their name turns yellow. When that happens, you can defeat it by sparing it. If we spare all the enemies we meet, we'll never have to fight. Alright, time to spare. Chris spared the dummy. Great job, Chris. That'd be the end in a real battle. I'm really happy I had the chance to teach you, Chris. You won! Thanks for the $3. Ralsei is aware that he's in a game and makes sure everything happens as it should. Hence the dismissal of Spamton, who derails the story and his confusion in a weird route. I can see him being aware of being in a game. I don't know if he would necessarily be concerned about keeping it on. Oh, I didn't hit Ralsei. Should I have hit Ralsei? I didn't even think about it. I've never hit Ralsei. I love that hugging Ralsei is an indirect insult. Hug the dummy. I like that it kind of adds to Rouse knowing about the player because, like, it becomes more really creepy and interesting that he's almost trying to pander to the player if they show too much affection. Yeah, I agree. There's no reason to hit the boy. I'm sorry, I'm a soft person, okay? I can't do it. I'm not that strong. Oh, that was fun. You're a wonderful student, Chris. And, in case you ever need a refresher, I wrote a manual for you and Susie. Press C to open the menu and use it in your items. You got the manual. A shimmering shard. Rousse's handmade book full of various tips and tricks. You tried to read the manual, but it was so dense it made your head spin. Can I try again? Nope. Can't do anything with the glow shard. I'm not gonna drop the book! I'm too nice! We've established this. I'm just a nice... I can't. Some people are stronger than me, and that doesn't make them a bad person. But I just can't. Let's see. It was Chris who shielded Susie from an attack from the king. That's true. However, Susie probably isn't aware of, like, where we start and where Chris ends and we start, and vice versa. This lonely bully finally finds a friend, and later, after whatever happens in future chapters, realizes Chris has been forced to do this. Similar to the Lancer fight. Yes, I would agree. So it's gonna be interesting if we see character progression with Susie not turning like she did in the Lancer fight, or if it's gonna be a reveal of, like, sometimes you don't change? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, at least. His line when the Susie and Noelle scene doesn't happen is, wait, we were supposed to, even if he hasn't, like... Yeah, I can see it as a script thing. I can also see it as him trying to get Chris on their own kind of thing, and being aware of the gaze of the player. Yeah, I wish we could see the manual. Susie wouldn't know that. Roughly putting a trash can on your desk. That's so funny, though. I agree. I really think a Susie v. Chris fight. Really want a Susie v. Chris fight, but this time she's trying to literally beat the devil out of them. Theory time. Glow shards. What are they? Why do we have so little and so much emphasis on at the same time? First item you get in the mysterious cliffs, only apparently to be sold at shops? Why? I would think because there's some kind of antithesis to the dark crystals. We just don't know that yet. Oh my, the great door is open. No wonder Lancer was able to come through. Chris, once we pass through this door, our adventure will really begin. A journey foretold exactly by the prophecy. But Chris, I believe your choices are important too. This world is full of all kinds of people, Chris. In the end, how we treat them makes all the difference. So let's try our best to get by without fighting. If we can manage to do that, I believe this tale may have a happy ending. Otherwise, I fear that you may not find the result favorable. Oh, I'm sorry, is that too much to ask? I can handle it. Chris, I knew you were here the moment I saw you. Let's try our best, alright? Let's try our best. I'm always a sucker for a good time loop. Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Small, barely there spoilers, should have been a time loop. Let's see. Slam the door because he didn't want me to walk all the way back here at the end of the game, which I did. But I couldn't get through because he was mean to me. Chalk becomes light candy when you bring it to a dark world, so the stuff at the beginning of the dark world can't be chalk related because chalk becomes... Oh, that's a good point. Oh, I love the door scene because it looks like Ralse is looking at us for just a second when closing it. That's a good point. I never thought about it like that. I have never done an Undertale Genocide route or a Snowgrave route because I would feel too bad. Same here. Same here. I don't know if I know the Mega Icy theory. With the door closed behind you, your adventure will truly begin. The power of adventure shines within you. That puts us at currently 2.5 hours. Alright, I am not somebody who streams often, so I will admit I'm getting a little tired. How far do we want to go in this first one? I was kind of thinking this would be an alright place to cut it, or do we want to go to the next save point? Stop here? Alrighty. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys for being here. I had a lot of fun. I'm so glad so many people showed up. It's always a little nerve-wracking streaming because I'm never sure if there will be enough people to like hold a conversation with. I will hopefully be streaming again. Like I said, my plan is to stream this leading up to chapters 3 and 4, and as you guys can see, it took us 2.5 hours to get here, hence why I'm starting 2 months early. So that hopefully I will have finished by the time chapters 3 and 4 release. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time zone wherever you are. Thanks again for being in the stream, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!